Hey guys, this is part 3B of how to solve the Crazy Cube plus Neptune. At the end of part 3A I actually screwed up, and yeah, it was kind of embarrassing for me. Anyway, so what happens, I'm going to do a redo of that case. So these are the last two corners that need to be paired up. I screwed up on the last video when I tried to show you how to do it and had to redo a little bit of the edges and then all of the corners basically. Didn't take too long though, so it ended up the same way. But anywho, so your 2x2 block is right here. So then you have these three corners to work on. So you're going to place the two edges and then put the corners on the two open corners that are opposite each other, diagonally. So one of the screwed up corners is right here, so I'm going to only use my unrestricted centers. Make sure that you do that, otherwise you'll screw up like I did. Here's the other one. You put that one in really easy, and then you put a yellow corner right here, like that. You're going to rotate it twice, and then all the others are yellow, but normally if they're two different corners, like both of them aren't yellow, you're going to replace both with yellow, but in this case, just this one. So here's one right here, replace right there, and then you're going to turn it twice. And the reason that works is because these don't move, and all the tops are yellows, so it doesn't screw anything up by unpairing it or unmatching it with its inners, because the inners are already completely matched. Okay, so next what we're going to do is, now that we have all the pieces together, we're going to do what I called a little bit of F2L trickery in the first video. So first thing to do is find the edges that go between the restricted and unrestricted center. So this one's restricted, this one's unrestricted, unrestricted, restricted. So you're going to get the edges between those. So for me that's green and orange and red and blue right there. You're not going to put them in. What you're going to do is first you're going to put the corners in the right spots. And it will seem kind of pointless because you're putting them in to take them out in theory, but it'll work once you get all the way there. Or finish. Okay, so green and orange and yellow. Make sure you're only using unrestricted centers, otherwise you're going to screw yourself, and you'll screw up the cube and have to do it all over again. So there, I've got my two corners in. Don't worry about this one between the two unrestricted. It doesn't matter until you've gotten the other two F2L pairs. So now what you're going to do is find your, I'm going to work on red and blue first because I always do. My red and blue edge is right here, so I'm going to put that. I usually hold the slot in my right side when it's facing me, and then put this opposite the slot on the top layer. So if I'm holding it like this, this is where the slot is, this is where the edge is. So now what I usually do, give me a sec. Okay, now I remembered. Alright, brain fart, sorry. So, for me, hold on, I think I may have just realized something that I've never realized before. I did. Okay, so the unrestricted center, you're going to have that color on top, I believe. So for me it's blue. Right now, this is red and blue. So what you're going to do is you're going to use that slot that has not been solved yet, right here, and you're going to use that to flip this edge. So you're going to put it in, and then take it out. Just flipping the edge. Right there, and then you're going to put it opposite again. Right here. So then now the corners right here, what you're going to do is you're going to put it here. Put it up in the top layer, then turn it counterclockwise, so U prime, then turn it back so that the yellows match up, then turn it back again, so that would be, if you're doing the whole thing, it would be R, U prime, R prime, R prime, or R prime 2, wouldn't really matter, and then U prime again, and that will put this right here, so when you match up the yellows on the bottom, matches the corners, so then it would be R. So now you have the pair, and hold on.